I'm hearing though that the opposition is planning a news conference tomorrow. Yeah, so tomorrow morning from 11 a.m. the United Workers' Party is planning a meeting or news conference on electoral reform to be followed by a number of weekly town hall meetings as well. So, see, across Dominica starting next Tuesday, 6:30 p.m. in Roseau. So the opposition, it seems, is getting themselves ready as well. A public meeting in Roseau, 6:30 p.m. next week. According to somebody, now I'm hearing something. They'll have a meeting tomorrow, Thursday, 11 a.m. on electoral reform, to be followed by a number of meetings, town hall meetings, across Dominica starting next week, Tuesday, 6:30 p.m. in Roseau. So it appears that the opposition is also on the road as well, starting next week. Hello on the telephone? Yes, good morning. Hello?
Yes, good afternoon, Matt.
Good afternoon to you, yes.
You know, Matt, you probably noticed that I have not said much on this whole electoral reform thing in recent times.
Yes.
But I've been listening. I don't say anything, but it's not that I'm not listening.
Okay.
You know, Matt, I've been hearing much talk about reconfirmation. But I am not sure how that reconfirmation works. Is it reconfirmation? Are you just trying to say, well, yes, I'm alive and I still want to be on the voters list? And what is the address? An address in Brooklyn or in White Plains or in the Bronx or in New Jersey or in Antigua or in Guadeloupe? What is the address of the reconfirmation? I've been hearing much talk, but I just a little bit concerned about that. So, Mark, maybe you could clear it up for me.
All right. Are you there?
Yes.
Yeah, so basically to reconfirm that your name is on the list, that's what it is.
Oh, just to make sure that you're on the list, but as to where you live, it doesn't matter.
Well, that's an interesting one there. And yes, that is just basically my thoughts on that one. All right, hello, talk to me on the telephone, yes?
Yes, Matt, I just came home. What is on the menu?
What is on the menu? We're talking about electoral reform because there's a big meeting tonight. I hope you'll be there, Lucille.
Where is the meeting?
PSU, 6 o'clock.
Okay.
All right, take care now. It's 1:31 in the afternoon, 1:31. Somebody says, good afternoon. Matt, no matter what they say tonight, it will not change Skerritt's mind. We just need some boots on the ground as soon as possible. Well, we're hearing that the opposition is having a meeting next Tuesday night, a news conference tomorrow. So let's see what happens. My friends say, you see, talking to Blue Blues reference. You see, that's why it's not good to talk up in front of children. The poor innocent, you know. Sometimes you'll tell your child, Mommy's sleeping. She'll repeat, Mommy to tell you she's sleeping. You see, children are very innocent. Hello, talk to you on the telephone. Are you there? Yes. Good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon, Matt.
How are you, sir? How are you?
I'm good. Matt, that is the whole thing that the skillful, intelligent, dishonest Blackmore wants to avoid. That is what they're trying to avoid. This business about the reconfirmation will let them escape the idea that you have to have an address in Dominica. They don't have an address, and they want to get around the address. And that is why they're going for this reconfirmation nonsense. instead of re-registration. Because with the re-registration, they will have to present an address. But with the reconfirmation, they will not. They'll just say, oh, I'm on the list already. No, you're on the list, but what is your address? What constituency are you going to vote in? That needs to be questioned because you've been away for so long, you cannot have that same address. And the address is critical to determine which constituency you can vote in. That is critical. And they will lose that. They will lose these numbers that they're able to ship down here to keep the election in their favor. So re-registration rather than reconfirmation, Matt. Thank you.
All right. Hello. On the opposition needs to get off the media and go on the ground. This is one WhatsApp messenger. The opposition, you're being warned to stay off the media and get on the ground. Boots on the ground. It's around the corner from all indications there. Hello, talk to me, yes?
Now,
Yes.
good afternoon to you. Good afternoon to your listeners.
Good afternoon to you, yes.
Roosevelt Carriage do not want to give Dominicans voter ID cards because if he give us voter ID cards, he will be putting himself behind bars because he cannot give an account for the billions of dollars that is owing to the people of this country. So he would rather play all kind of trickery games with the people of Dominica. Now is not time for meeting next week, you know. Now it's time to shut the blasted country down. You have to call on bus drivers, you have to call on teachers to shut down. You have to, the public service should not work, the fire service should not work, the police officers should not work, the vendors should not work. Now we have been educated for 20-something years on that. So it's not to say Dominicans don't know. It's not to say Dominicans is not aware as to what is happening. What needs to be done now is to shut the blasted country down. These guys, they're...
So you're saying, Copel, and talk, you have spoken enough? Too much talk? You've spoken enough, too much talk?
Nah, they are taking us for a joke now because we are just talking and talking and talking and talking. How much education we need at that? I mean, come on, give me a break. After you take all that money, you pay Mr. Byron to do that service for us. Now you're turning and twisting and twisting. Man, give the people what they want. You're supposed to be the servant of the people. And it's because you know your palm of your hands got clean. It's because you have words in your words that you cannot give account for. You'd rather fight the people of Dominica. Matt, is that a leader? I mean, come on, Dominicans, rise up. We don't need public meeting now. Now it's time to shut the blasted country down. Charles Savage taught us how to do it in 1939. He taught us how to. Now it is free time to give these people a dose of their own medicine. Let us give them an extraction without an injection. So they will respect us. That don't let them go public meeting. Now it's to put these people in their rightful place.
All right, Copel, thank you very much. Again, the United Workers' Party will be holding a news conference tomorrow, Thursday, at 11 a.m. on electoral reform, to be followed by a number of weekly meetings across Dominica starting next Tuesday, 6:30 p.m. in Roseau. 137, I hope you show up. Hello, talk to me on the telephone, yes? Hello? Nobody there. Let's take another phone call. Are you there? Yes? Uh-oh. Are you there, caller? No. Are you there, caller?
Yes, Mr. Pelter.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Pelter, this is Samuel. Given we give the opportunity on the radio the other day, I'm still looking forward for more time with you. But Matt, I must say, in all what Dominican people or the people that call your program requesting for a stance against corruption and tyranny and all this different stuff, I have presented a movement to them that I am heading. This is a movement like no other organization and all this different stuff that just come and say stuff, and all what we get is people just trying to sound eloquent. But I'm telling you, this is a movement that is poised with action against corruption. And I just need the people to endorse the movement, show their support to the movement, and we take it from there. And not everybody just have ideas and everybody wants it done their way and this thing. They got to humble themselves to what is put to the table where their liberation is concerned. You know what I'm saying? And stop just calling Matt Peltier and all this thing, this Q95 radio, and talk about, well, we need a move. And no one them moving when people are serious. You know what I'm saying? So it is they now. I have to now blame them. It is they now that have themselves in that tie. As I said, I've made the sacrifice. I have put a movement together. I gave my number several occasions, and we actually mean business in Dominica because I am in the pressure with them too. I know exactly what they're facing, but it doesn't have the balls to stand up like I do. You understand what I'm saying? So I am heading a movement for democracy that will restore and preserve democracy in Dominica, and I'm bringing it to the people. If they really need to see liberation in Dominica, then they will have it. And stop trying to come there and make complaint and fear and all this thing. Right now, the country don't have gas, cooking gas. You know what I'm saying?
I see it. I saw a few minutes ago gas. I suspect Petrocarib gas being delivered. So I don't know if you're saying may be true. That's what I see.
I'm talking about the blue tank,
the
Shell.
Well, say that,
You know
but I don't think
saying?
you should say.
So if not everybody have both things, if not everybody have a Petrocarib. So it's really there are people that would, suffer under that same thing because it doesn't have the red tank and this thing. So it don't have. You know what I'm saying?
Well, let me confirm that. Okay, 1:40 is the afternoon time. Hello, talk to me. Yes.
Matt, good afternoon again.
Good afternoon to you. Yes.
Matt, something went wrong. Thanks for taking my call again, Matt. But Matt, I was telling you, right? I always said to you on your program, I do not have nothing against Mr. Skelly. But I hate his policies. I hate what he's doing to our country, Matt. I'm not any believer in Christ that love God and love righteousness and justice have to say, yes, Mr. Skelly, I supported you, but you are doing things wrong and we cannot support you. And Matt, that is why I stand, you know, Matt. I'm on the first arrest list for that, you know, Matt. But I was saying, Matt, that you know, Matt, I'm contributing to the country. Matt, even by next Friday, maybe $6,000 will be coming to Dominica again. Western Union already blocked me, Matt. And so I had to submit other documents for them to release me. So you know I'm contributing, Matt. And Matt, it is wrong for me to come down to Dominica, whether for me to pay my own passage or not to vote, Matt. This is evil. And the people that are overseas, that's what I was saying. I do not hate Mr. Skelly. I hate what he's doing to the country, but I also appealing and pleading and begging those of us who are in the diaspora, please, I beg you all, do not come to Dominica. Do not go to Dominica to vote because anytime somebody might lose their life in Dominica, I'm afraid. I'm your brother in the diaspora as well. Listen to me, please. Do not go to vote for Mr. Skelly. Tell Mr. Skelly, let the people who are going through their grind in the country, let them take their own decisions, and whatever decision they take, they will have to live by it. Matt, thank you for the opportunity.
All right, thank you again, Matt. The idea should be where you are domiciled, not a mailing address. Pat Cobbett is right. Hello, 1:42 is the afternoon time. Again, a big meeting being held tonight at the PSU. A few government officials will be there speaking to the idea again of electoral reform. On the table tonight for the final time. Hello, talk to me, yes?
It'll be good to listen to international news, Matt.
Yes.
Last year, a black woman was charged in Texas. You know what she was charged for, Matt? Because she voted. She wasn't living in that area. And just because she felt her name on the voters list, she voted there. And she was charged for that. She was even facing jail time for that. Voting in an area where she wasn't living. That wasn't her address. She wasn't living in 56 and whatever it was. She wasn't living there. But just because she felt her name was on the list, she went and she voted there. And for that, they find her. She was charged by the organization. She might even be facing jail time for that. It's good for us to listen to international news because what that happened in Dominica should not be happening, man. But I tell you, in 2019, it was all mass in Rosoma. All real all mass. I was standing up at a place this last night of the writ with making our wrongs map. And some of them came to bring people to register. People that were not living in the area at all. One of them I find out. When I knock the door, and I call the lady daughter. I tell her, oh, how many of you are living inside there? She tell me, my mother, my brother and sister, so I have 2 little children, and myself. That lady that was there with your mother, who is she? She tell me, a friend of my mother that came down for the independent, it looked like, and that woman went to register to vote. She's not living on Valley Road, but she would register on that address. How the hell that should happen? Why? For what? Because you getting a person to play ticket for you. If Roosevelt carried had loved Dominica like he I'll call his name this afternoon. Had loved Dominica like he said he loved Dominica and Dominicans, he would never do that. If you know your damn time up, get your rear out the place and let somebody else do the work. Because you feel you can't do it, not to try to hold on to something that you cannot handle. Do the right thing for the people of Dominica, man. Dominica doesn't belong to you. I watching Melania Trump. Dominica should take an example of that, man. Watching Melania Trump, her husband is a billionaire. You never see Melania Trump walking around wearing Gucci bag, man. No. She always flat and basic. Not even her son, Baron. $100 stickers, I think, or less, they making Baron wear. Make Baron know he's not supposed to be flaunting things like that in public. But in Dominica, we have one that will be floating every damn thing in people's face. We can afford to buy Gucci. What's up, Lemon Weta? Take us ayoyi. Me.
All right. Thank you. Blue. 145. Somebody saying, Matt, no sugar, no oxygen at the hospital. Lord, help us. On the telephone, let's take another phone call. We have an entertainer at the end of our program this afternoon there. The lead singer of the Signal Band, Shelly, is spending some time with us today. Hello, talk to me.
Hey,
my brother, how you doing?
I'm good. Let me just say, I made a caller that mentioned that there is no LPG, especially in Shelly 1.
Mm-hmm.
There is actually LPG. The boat was there yesterday. Research has. I just picked up a cylinder there like a few minutes ago.
Okay.
Just that day, I think they have a distribution problem.
Okay.
But I
Thank
just
you.
want to put that out. The next one. The situation that Mr. Corbett was mentioning about people coming and vote and what address to come in and vote on. It is in foreign living. Moreover, right here in Dominica, there are a lot of people that are registered, and I will tell you that because I saw it right in my case. The gym on Great Marlborough Street, people register on that gym. The fisheries at the back of Dexter, people register on that as an address. Now, just like the court said, that we should never go to an election with these things again. Never. That happened. Yes, it happened. We must never allow that to happen again. Because if we don't allow things to happen, no matter which agents they put there and how much police they put there, all these people are just soldiers of the demon that want their way. See what happened in the case of Thompson Fountain. The people are recounting and they say you have how much spoiled ballot. So when Thompson was leading by a certain margin, they could count until they had him lose by a certain margin. All these are the demons, the millions that working for the demon. We must not allow this to happen too, because you can have an election where a candidate wins and they can come and count and recount until the candidate loses. We have to look at for that technicality too. That not happening in the eyes of the public, but it's happening where among the people that is coming to do the recount, at least they validating what is good and what is not good, what is spoiled ballot and what is not spoiled ballot, and allowing a win to go in their favor. So all these things have to be looked at. So many variables. We must look at everything, but moreover, do not allow an election to come without these voters' ID cards and re-registration. No confirmation. You can't confirm on a gym on Great Marlborough Street, and you can't confirm on the fisheries on Bay Street. That is unacceptable, and we must just say things that are unacceptable, show that they are unacceptable. So be action-oriented. Have a good day.
All right, thank you very much. Enough is enough, huh? Somebody says enough is enough.
One day, this nation lived from me 5 score years ago, a great American in whose symbolic shadow we stand today, signed the Emancipation Proclamation. This momentous decree came as a great beacon light of hope to millions of Negro slaves. But 100 years later, the Negro still is not free.
Martin Luther King Jr. was born to this world, but he would spend his lifetime fighting to change it.
The time is always right to do what is right. Now is the time to make real the promises of democracy. We have come a long, long way in the civil rights struggle, but let me remind you this afternoon that we have a long, long way to go. Injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. Somewhere I read that the greatness of America is the right to protest for rights.
He dedicated his lifetime to support a cause that he strongly believed in, and for that, he became one of the most important figures, not just in American history, but in the story of our Earth. For more than 300 years, millions of Black people were enslaved, then oppressed and alienated. But King changed the course of their history. Enough is enough was King's message, and it still resonates today. So what have we learned from him?
We can never be satisfied as long as the Negro is the victim of the unspeakable horrors of police brutality. We can never be satisfied as long as our children are stripped of their selfhood and robbed of their dignity by signs stating for whites only.
All right, Dominic, we're back. Is enough, huh? 1:50 is the afternoon time. Hello, yes?
Yes, my brother. What's up? What's up, my brother?
I'm here.
Okay, well, we're not wasting no time because it's electoral reform and fire in the place. So I just want to call on a fast thing there. Yes, my brother, Mr. Skerritt, I'm calling on you this afternoon. Mr. Skerritt, this is the cowboy man calling on you. Mr. Skerritt, the people and them under their feet is getting hot. Like it's coal you put in under their foot and it is burning. And you haven't teach us anything. Mr. Skerritt, the year have end and the year have start, Mr. Skerritt, and you are not uniting the people. Mr. Skerritt, I'm calling on you. Electoral reform is the key of the structure of the life of the people. Bread on your table, money in your pocket, and education for your children to eat. Mr. Skerritt, I am calling on you. Instead of going to pass this type of bill, we only cause a lot of destruction in that country as I see. As I move around and I hear some people speaking, some youth men, what they're thinking of, I am asking Madam Nick how she's going to take that type of blow that is coming up. Mr. Skerritt, please, I beg you, let us have a united talk in the Windsor Partner. Please, Melissa, sit down. Look at all your security guards that I know before you, and they're not for you. Mr. Skerritt, look at your security guards in the face. Look at them. Don't turn your face, because why you are not watching them? This one is making a sign on you. Mr. Skerritt, I am warning you. You have one chance to apologize to Jesus Christ, the superstar of this land. He gave us bread. He gave us everything. Natural water in Dominica. And now I am seeing everything is going on aside. No fruits in the market for the children to eat. Plenty cheese, curls and conquers. Mr. Skerritt, I am calling on you, please. I am begging you. Let's unite the people before the war I am seeing coming in my eyes. Even my good friends and them are threatening me for calling the radio station, for speaking the whole truth and nothing but the truth. Just asking Mr. Skerritt to unite the people. Matt, I thank you for your time. And in closing, Mr. Skerritt Popon, Please come and check that gutter and that hole by Convent Prep. Before an incident, an accident happened there, and I still have the big stones in the hole. Let me know you coming for the car. Matt, thank you.
All right, thank you. It's 1:53. Talk to me, yes?
Good afternoon, Matt.
Good afternoon to you, sir.
Good afternoon to the people of Dominica, boots on the
Mm-hmm.
ground. Moi pays là, boots moi terre, moi Dominique, pour 2-3 jours. Et mon ka ouais pays moi, et puis mon ka ouais moun pays moi, et ouais misère. Et avec tout ça qui là pour moun pays moi, yon nom ni ka fait ça y vle. Si Dominicain papi, ça qui ça yo, Dominicain ka vini plus wish and the whole Caribbean, and tout Caribbean. Matt, I am telling the people of Dominica, it is not the first time I'm repeating that. We're talking about electoral reform first. Matt, my wife in 2005, someone voted on her name in Casibus. And by so doing, Lauren Bannis won the election by 1 vote. And when my wife was called to the Electoral Commission office, at that time there was a commissioner that was monitoring what transpired. And she called my wife in and said, you vote in 2 places. And when my wife clarified that information, it was confirmed that she only voted in Rosenhof. Matt, that year was a tough year. And that year made the turn where Dominicans start getting the dose or confirm the dose of people voting in people's names. And Dominicans never take heed of it. But up to this day, we haven't corrected that problem. Because if we had corrected that problem, all what we're talking about in electoral reform would be solved. But the Prime Minister said that he was going to get a man with a high repute to recommend to him what would be needed to be done to our electoral laws in order that Dominica would never go back into those situations. But the Prime Minister reject, crush, and he dumped in a garbage bin the documents that was prepared by that high man of high repute. But the people of Dominica is there standing and taking that every year. But every election from 2005, it was won by the United Workers' Party, you know, Matt. Because the people in Dominica was voting for UWP in a strong manner. A lot of these people die. A lot of these people get disappointed because they vote in and their vote just going down the drain. Because of what? The stealing of the election. I hear all you talking about winning election. I am not one of those that will tell you Roosevelt carried Labour Party won election. Roosevelt Labour Party they captured the election. You voted them. And up to today, we're in 2025. And we cannot correct that mistake. Because the people of Dominica, Tekla, c'est Jean Guadeloupe la ka di, ça Tekla ka fait. Dominicans, what are we doing? It is time for us to lock down the country. It is our country. We are the ones electing and employing a government to work for us. And we have been taking shit after putting the people behind our counter, and we asking for accounting for the money that is spent over the counter and under the counter, and nobody answering us. Matt, I have a recommendation. And I think I speak enough. That's why you're not hearing me, you know. But when it comes to crunch time,
As long as I have life, I standing up for my country, I standing up for my people. The French people tell me, don't go back. Pas vieux Dominique, yo ke tue ou. Parce que ça ou ka di la, nous connaître nous ça, nous ka tan. Et ben nous ça ou ka dou bout pour droit les autres. Mais yo pas vle dou bout pour quoi yo. Nous ke fait tout bitin pour eux, si yani reste là. Go back there and ask them. I can go back to Guadeloupe at any time. I have a clean bill of entry and a clean bill of exit. But my people, there's no point I just drinking clean water and all you drinking dirty water. I will never feel properly digested. Matt, I want to call 3 or 4 names of people. Matt, we have a Lennox Honeychurch. We have a Lennox Linton. We have what Joseph is, the principal of the school, Simeon Joseph. I call in some names for you of people that need to talk to Dominicans in a panel for Dominicans to understand that when this man, our past president, Charles Savrin, was talking to them and telling them their rights, I was one of those he thought my rights. That man you called Charles Savrin. When you hear me speaking on radio, I am one of those that Charles Savrin told me what was my right, and I listened. So these people, I would like them to come on a panel and let Dominicans understand that they have a right. And when things going wrong, it's they that have to correct it. If they don't stand up for their right, Matt, you know Wadix? Wadix. You see Wadix? Wadix a man to respect. Because Wadix knows something about culture. And when Wadix gone, if you see Wadix just leave now, our culture in serious trouble. So the names of the people you hear me calling, don't leave Wadix out, you know. Sit in a panel. Qui est Dominicain? Dio la nou sorti. Dio comment nous goumen. Dio comment nous est misère. Dio comment nous bat famille nous. Pour yo te rive jodi pour ba nous droit. Pour nous marcher ozo. Ça on ne peut pas toucher ça qui dit on on est droit. I was in Roseau today. I put my vehicle on the sidewalk. And a man called me to tell me that is his property. And move it immediately. Matt, I didn't move it, you know. I'm telling you, I didn't move it because I know my rights. If it was a police or the public person, somebody that was walking that tell me, take out your vehicle, they're blocking me, I would remove it immediately. But the situation was tight, so I had to pass. Because that is public property. The man boundary is beyond that. That is public property and people have rights. So our people need to stand up, but they educate. Ba moun nou oti lecture l'école pour yo sa comprendre nous ni droit pour fermer pays la plus vite la pas ka fait bien. Mat Syria, they closed down Syria in order that the military guys that was fighting for freedom to pass through and in order to make Sadat that guy run away and go to thing. Mat in South Korea, the president is in jail today answering questions for things. Matt, what will happen to Dominicans? What happened to our children and our grandchildren? We need to take a stand. You hear this week, you see right now, I am speaking now because I am on the ground again, you know. But I want our people to put their boots on the ground and stand up. Close down the country. Scary don't have to tell you, come and talk to me, you know. Scary have to come and talk to you. Because you have the right, is we employing them. The police commissioner, the man they call Mr. Valerie, he is employed by the people of Dominica. It's not by the government of Dominica, you know. The people of Dominica. And the people have to let him understand if you, as the police commissioner, cannot stand and defend the people against a bad government, you are no commissioner. Because right now, that is what is happening in South Korea. The police, the law, the military, they stand up and they say the people have the right. So what you just said here is an offense against the people, and you have to answer for it. So, Matt, Dominicans make a boots, make a piezo at every do boot, semi payla. An interim government will take place nice and smooth. We're not going to fight and bloody the country. We're stopping the country in order that we don't go into the chaos. Because other than that, we're going to have bloodshed. You know what the president of Korea said? To avoid bloodshed, he put himself at retirement and let them pick him up and put him in the jail. Roosevelt said it. If you like the people of Dominica, you have to stand up and allow the process to take place for the people to get good electoral reform, that our children and our grandchildren can inherit what our forefathers fight for. So that is my recommendation, boots on the ground.
All right, caller, thank you. This is Dominicans has referred to him as the father of all protests, Mr. Charles Sovereign. Just a reminder there, just a reminder.
It is therefore very concerning to me that the United Workers' Party and its associates seek to negatively impact on this peace that we seek. They are calling for a huge meeting under the disguise and pretext of a stand for electoral reform, carried for Wednesday, the 31st day of May.
I suspect we'll have to come back to that. This is a wrong incident this time, but 449, we'll go back to that. Let's take another phone call, 449-3095-96 and 97. We're making reference to an insert there from Mr. Charles Sovereign, but we'll play that a little later in the afternoon. Let's do this, huh?
Hey, Matt, I'm just listening to your radio show, and it's a thing I've been saying. Yes, we know what we want in electoral reform. We've been asking for electoral reform for so long, and that's a fact. However, okay, assuming, and it's possible that this Prime Minister goes to Parliament, passes the bill. You know what's next? It's an election on our chest right away. Is the opposition ready for an election, Matt? So while we're shouting no proper electoral reform, Matt, there should be mobilization by the opposition. All the signs, we know the signs. My God, it's nothing new. This is the way the man operates. He's not going to do anything different. His winning strategy is his winning strategy. He will mobilize his people. He will go and give handouts. You know what I saw the other day? I saw a video with so many people in front of the financial center. I thought Red Clinic was over. Well, I guess they have another Red Clinic because what is it? They're planning to call the elections. You're seeing PAL reps in their constituencies doing their work. And listen, I don't like the Labour Party. I don't like their policies, but they're doing what they have to do to win elections. Where is the opposition, Matt? Where is the Freedom Party? Where is the United Workers' Party? Where is the leader of the United Workers' Party? I see a few things from him on social media about, stuff he's doing in Grand 4. But Grand 4 alone is not going to make you win an election. Yes, you want to win your seat, but Grand 4 alone is not going to make you win to change the government. What about all the other constituencies? What about Castle Bruce and La Plaine and, La Plaine, Castle Bruce, the constituencies you need? Maybe the Kalinago territory. What about these constituencies? Wesley. What about these constituencies? So many people are dissatisfied with the way things are. We speak about it, yes. But what is the opposition doing to counteract that? You cannot always be reactive. You have to be proactive. And we're not seeing the work. We're not seeing the movements to say that, hey, you think it's too late to introduce candidates to certain constituencies? It's too early. It's not too early to introduce new candidates to the constituencies. I keep hearing things are being done quietly, but quietly won't work, Matt. Young people don't listen to Q95. Unfortunately, I have to tell you. The people who listen to Q95 are people, I would say maybe 40, 45 years and older. I don't even say 40, 45. I would say more 50 and older. What about that whole population of people from 18 to 40, 50, 45? How is the opposition targeting these people? These people get all their information via social media. That is how they get their information. And I see very little on social media from the opposition parties that can mobilize people. I mean, we have a young deputy leader, somebody who can really connect with the people, the young people on the ground. Why isn't there more of his presence on social media? Listen, you have to be truthful and you have to be honest. You have to be truthful and you have to be honest. I support the opposition, all opposition, because we are the opposition. But in all fairness and in all honesty, there needs to be more movement by the opposition. And it's not to say I hate anybody or I am not liking the people. It's not about liking. It's about what's best for the country. Do we want another 5 years of that kind of system by Roosevelt? Or do we want to see the kinds of plans and future and potential and opportunities for the people that we know is possible, man? Come on, opposition. Get moving, man. Make your presence be known. Make your presence be felt. Get onto social media. Get onto social media. Yeah, we can knock those too. But social media, this is that group of people you really, really, truly need to target. Become more creative. Use the younger people within the party and get things moving. Get things moving. Educate. Let the people know by the time you're ready to call, say something for electoral reform, you can energize and mobilize people. But with that kind of attitude, who exactly are you going to mobilize or energize?
All right, thank you, Adelaide. I don't want to dispute some of the things that you're saying in terms of the young people, but themselves, the young people, based on the conversation I had with Mr. Severin McKenzie yesterday, the young people are simply not interested. They're into CWO. You have to find a strategy to engage them. If you call two of the biggest bands in Dominica, you will know about young people. And a lot of young people listen to Q95. I'm on the ground, Adelaide. You know I know better. We need a lot more younger people to listen as well. Q95 have its fair share, huh? And if you missed it, I think the United Workers Party, I hope they listen. They have a meeting planned for tomorrow, a news conference. And they're planning a big meeting for next week, Tuesday. So when next we have the leader or leaders of the United Workers Party here, feel free to put some of the issues to them, okay? A lot of the young people too are afraid. There's a lot of fear among the younger people. On the telephone, hello, talk to me. Yes? Uh-huh.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon. How are you doing?
Good afternoon to you, sir. My brother from Marigot, long time.
Yeah, it's here right now talking. As you see, I continue the last speaker. You see, the United Workers Party at this point in time with the opposition, literally, our only decision right now is concentrating on true electoral reform with voters' ID card and re-registration of the list. We're not talking about no candidates by. The candidates are there, they are ready, and everything is okay. We just maintain at this point in time that no election should ever call in Dominica under no condition until all these things are clear, as was exposed by the Caribbean persons first. This is what we require now. This is our focus in Dominica now, is to stop Roosevelt Skerritt to believe that Dominicans are working for him. Our job is to stop Roosevelt Skerritt to shut down the country anytime he intended not to give us what he asked for as true electoral reform. He had paid a guy over $700,000 to give us electoral reform, and he refused to accept what the guy has given him. And this is a position where you disrespect the entirety of the country, and we should not stand up to Roosevelt Skerritt and his cabal bullshit. We are saying at this point in time, we are focusing, the opposition is focusing on true electoral reform for Dominica. And we will stand up if it calls serious civil disobedience anytime that Roosevelt Skerry decide to go and pass the second reading in the Parliament and disobey the Commonwealth of Dominica and the people's views. Anytime Roosevelt Skerry decide to do that, we're going to shut down Dominica on all corners. We in Margaret have already prepared and we know all our strategy and our plan. So we're just waiting on Dominican to understand. I don't know what is wrong with their head. But this is 2025 and Roosevelt Skerry must understand that we in Margaret and Dominica decided that he must give us true electoral reform. That is what we've been asking for the last 15, 14 years now. And if he decides he's not giving it to us, then we will stand up on the streets in every parish and every corner in this Commonwealth country. And that's what we're saying. We are not focusing on no parliamentarians now, no electoral candidates. All candidates are readily available. They are there. We just want true electoral reform because there will be no election in this country without true electoral reform. You can read 3rd reading, you can read 9 reading, you can read 12 reading, but all the reading have to proclaim what is it you want in this electoral reform.
All right, thank you, Marigot. 2:14. Any moment now, as I said to you, we will expect another youth. There's one of the big time lead singers of the Signal Band will be with us for, of course, for a few minutes. So, Adelaide, the young people are listening. Hello, talk to me on the telephone. Yes.
You have me on the line. Good afternoon, Map. How are you?
How you doing?
I'm good. Map, who is the? Although I have a mind who he is. Who is the president of the Dominica Youth Council? Because I heard somebody said yesterday, the person said it's carnival time. Do you know who is the president?
I think he's a Calypsonian. I'm trying to get his name, but he's a Calypsonian there involved. He's a young person, a child of third eye, I think it is.
And all right, I suspect. Map, what do you expect? What do the person expect? It's carnival time. Once is he will not come and hear nothing. They can hate me if they want. Thank you.
Of course, and we've heard many representatives say, he sometimes hosts, some meetings on behalf of the Dominican Labour Party. Do you expect him to be interested? Hello on the telephone. Are you there? Yes.
That lady that talks from the diaspora. My lady, Labour Party doesn't win election. You know they're still in the election. And a lot of the young people, I'm telling you, are listening. I've met children up to 5 years. Some of them, they hear me speak, they'll be looking at me. You gave their mother. That's blue. And a lot of young people. Yeah, we would like a lot more. All the people in their 90s and their teens listening to Q95. We just have to get them organized. Have them somewhere where we can really speak to them. When I meet them, I speak into them to let them know what they're supposed to be doing in their country. Some of them will tell me, boy, Blue, you know how it is already. A lot of them working in certain businesses in Dominica, certain institutions in Dominica, and I'm meeting them and they're talking to me. When they hear me speak, they know me. And they want to help, but their jobs, what they're thinking about their jobs, who gonna stand up with them? And if they like to use the singer, the young man from Marigot, look at what happening to him. And they're using that a lot. So you can't blame sometimes them young people, except in a young man that say, they invite you to a forum. Come, listen. It's only for half an hour, for an hour or two. You can make sometimes you're the youth president. And you're talking about carnival. Is the carnival always there, my boy? Well, we know your thing already. So once that you would come. Take it easy.
All right, thank you. Yes, I think his name is Firelander. I think he's the president of the Dominica Youth Council. But, it is what it is. He was invited to the big meeting tonight, and he says, well, it's carnival time. So that's his priority at this time. Based on the... Dominica, we're gonna, of course, start the big interview in a few minutes. Shelly from Signal Band is our guest for the remaining time. Don't forget the big meeting tonight at the PSU. Top on the agenda, electoral reform. We're going to come back after this.
Oh, and if the same convenience could make a big difference, then you can trust me. I know just where you should be. That is JP Mega. The one-stop shopping Dominica, nigga. You could be shopping and having fun with your brother or with your son. We get that to everyone. What a happy place. Oh, JP Mega. The one-stop shopping Dominica, nigga. You could be shopping and having fun. Bring Papa and Mama along. We get that to everyone. What a happy place. Oh, what a happy place. But just 6 or more any item and you automatically qualify for a discount. Check us out at the Mega Store in Funkole where there's lots of parking. On Monday to Friday from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. On Saturdays from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. And on Sundays from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. JP Mega, the best family shopping experience.
Now available at ESA Trading Limited Showroom Department, a wide range of household items and accessories. Plates in porcelain, ceramic, clear and colored. Bowls in glassware, plastic and porcelain. Pot sets and frying pan sets. Glasses for all occasions. Knife sets and cutlery. Water jugs and storage containers. Wooden spoon sets. Dish trainers. Chopping boards. Bath towels, shower curtains, bed sheet sets, curtain rods, living room sets, recliners, and dining room sets, mats and rugs, and so much more. All at unbeatable prices. Visit us today. We are located at the corner of Kennedy Avenue and Dame Eugenia Charles Boulevard, Roseville. ESA Trading Limited, making a difference for you.
All right, Dominica, we're here. And of course, we have another chance. I think it's not his first time here, but we haven't had a one-on-one with the man Shelly. Shelly from Signal Band. It's a season.
On here. Martin coming back. Yo! In January, it was zero, right before this season. DBS went and paid a visit to the prison. No interviews, no interaction. But they one of us the prisoner distraction. None of these they about everywhere. None of these they about everywhere. Next thing, wake up in my bed. Look, it's not a kicking a woman in the head. What's going on here? Going on here? What's going on here? What's going on here? Martin coming back. The comment box, Martin comment box. Check the comment box, Martin comment box. Check out the comment box.
Of course, we are very happy to welcome in studios a young man that's been making a name for himself. The Signal Band. We're talking about his journey. Shelly from the Signal Band.
You see the competitions at the front. Ask the organizers and ask the SD. How long the winners have to wait to get their money?
And of course, the legend Franklin Moses is also joining us here with this interview for the afternoon.
On here. What's going
So let's say good afternoon to Shelly. How you doing, my brother? How you doing?
Good afternoon, Matt. Good afternoon to all the listeners of Q95, all the viewers on the live. I'm doing great. Life I alive, feeling healthy, feeling good, and it's the carnival season, so it's my time.
You seem so humble.
Why not?
Very, very humble. Very, very humble.
That doesn't seem, man. That's natural. That's who I am.
It's natural.
Yeah.
Tell us about your journey in this bouillon extravagance, if you will, the journey in bouillon, and where did that all start for you?
Well, it started from Signal Band. We started this group in 2010. This year we'll be celebrating 15 years as a band, and I'm a founding member.
But you were in music before that. I think you did calypso.
Yeah, I did calypso before that. And even at that time when we started Signal Band, we had that crossover because calypso. I've been doing calypso since 2006.
You've been writing or singing?
Singing calypso. I was about 11 years old at that time, and I started in the SMP calypso competition. And the next year I went into the Junior Monarch, and I got whooped bad for about 2 years by the Duchess. She was winning the competition at that time. And then from 2009, I got the hang of things. I started to understand what it meant to present a calypso and own a stage. And from 2009, I was just winning the competition back to back.
Over and over
until 2012, where I took a step back, went to the CXC. And at that same time, Signal Band was being formed and all of that. And after that, I went to the senior calypso competition as well. But just around that time, 2014, 2015, I transitioned from calypso into bouillon,
What began that transition there?
Well, I started in Signal Band playing the guitar. I wasn't the singer. And, we went through, like many bands, we went through some transitions, losing vocalists and all of that. And, there was a point where we had to make a decision of, we started to understand the industry more, and we started to use words like, what is the image of Signal Band? And that's the question we started asking ourselves. And, we sat and figured that I was a very good image for the band. At that time, I was a bit intimidated, for the lack of a better word, to do bouillon, because I felt like I have a singing voice and not really a chanting voice. And
not a bouillon voice.
Not a bouillon voice. Not a bouillon chanting voice at that time, especially because talking 2014, like bouillon was already taking the path of chanting more than singing. And I just felt like I couldn't do that. And, the band believed in me and, pushed me to go up there. And I sang my first bouillon song in 2014. And since then, I have...
What song was that?
The name of it was Take Over the World.
Take Over the World.
Yeah.
Do you remember any verse in it? A chorus?
Yeah, man. I remember that track.
Later we're going to challenge you.
Yeah. I can remember. I may forget one, two words, but I know the...
We wouldn't know.
True.
But the song, of course, I recognize that made Signal Band was a love tune. I think that Annie by Your Love.
Annie by Your Love, yeah.
You would agree with me?
Yeah. Definitely. I mean, we were doing music for many years before Annie by Your Love, and after Hurricane Maria, we felt like we had to make a contribution to the psychological well-being of the people through our music. It's almost like a no-brainer, the people looking forward to something from the musicians, and Annie by Your Love was that from Signal Band to the people. And that one really took the place by storm, both because of, the slowness, the tempo just dropped. The bouillon at the time was fast-paced, and we just dropped the tempo. We switch up the message, we switch up the melody, and that song really took us, like every household in Dominica from that point knew what and who Signal Band was. So yeah, big up to Annie by Your Love for sure. Yeah.
It's definite that your bouillon is a kind of bouillon that always leaves a message.
Right? Yeah, that's true.
And why?
Well, naturally, I think I always say that bouillon music or any type of music is really a combination of the message and the messenger. And the most like thoughtful messages are those that come from a messenger that is genuine about certain things. And I feel very passionate about the things that I sing about, and one of the great benefits is that I write my own songs, so everything comes from within and comes from up there. And naturally, I describe myself as a very, progressive, forward-thinking person, and I no time for rubbish. That is necessarily how it is, and I'm very progressive. I've gone to school. I went to school. I have a master's degree. Like I think big
in master's degree
in architecture.
Okay.
And I think big. So I don't want that thinking big to just be on paper, for education and degree. Anything I do has to be very grand and big thinking, and that's the outlook that I took to the music. And I feel like it would be shallow of me, and might be shallow of any Buyo artist or band to give music that doesn't leave something in the listener. It has to evoke some type of emotion. That's the best music out there.
And you forgot to add the part. I know you talk about your education, you got a master's, but you have graduated from one of the top universities in the world.
That's true. Harvard University, my master's degree is from Harvard.
Sorry, man. How easy was it for you to enter into the university?
Not easy at all, Mr. Moses, to be honest.
All right.
Not easy at all.
Lead us down the road a little.
Yeah, not easy at all. I mean, the biggest challenge, first of all, is at that time I was juggling music, and I never stopped music. And that was one of the key factors that kept Signal Band alive, because I became the image, and then I went to study. And I went to study in 2015. So I was in school for about 7 years.
Wow.
Did my bachelor's degree and then my master's at Harvard. And even at that time when I finished my bachelor's degree, I was thinking whether I want to go just dive into the music right now, or should I go further? And I had the people around me, and I know that I wanted a bit more out of this. I also knew that I don't want to end up at any point in my life and say I should have done whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I want to do these things while I have all the youth in me, and I know that I can take this degree, put it in my pocket, and nobody can take that education from me.
Mm-hmm.
So, from the moment I started thinking about what happens after my bachelor's degree, I was thinking about other schools in the US. And I had people around me telling me, like, because I graduated valedictorian in my bachelor's program.
Oh, nice.
So,
what was the undergraduate?
Undergraduate in architecture and environmental design.
Okay.
At Morgan State University.
When you say that design, I see somebody drawing something on paper. Explain this little part about structural designing and so on. What the leaders at school are looking for.
Yeah, I mean, it started as paper. I started architecture in Dominica, actually. From Dominica State College, I was in architecture.
Mm-hmm.
So I have never switched up. It was architecture. I had an interest in how things came together.
Mm.
And went from Dominica State College to Morgan State. It was about the paper and the drawings. But then somewhere at Harvard, it became more about the idea. Harvard really took us a step back from just the building and became, how do you design anything? It was like a design life.
Mm.
Harvard would ask you, how do you design a microphone? How do you design a person? It was so abstract. And I think like that was mind-blowing to me, that experience there. And I can say confidently that there are things that I learned from Harvard that I apply to my music and music business today.
I was about to ask that.
Yeah.
You apply it to your music.
Yes.
We all three had the same next question.
Yeah.
Follow up.
Yeah. Very, very interesting. But how do you strike the balance between your education and music?
Yeah, I don't really see that as a balance, to be honest. I'm one person, I'm one person. And even when I was in school, like even my projects used to be about music. My papers I was writing was about music. And then somewhere along the journey, I stumbled upon a field called architectural acoustics.
Okay.
And that is how sound behaves in a building.
Mm.
And so there we had an immediate marriage of music and architecture. And, at that point, I've never seen myself as two people, as Shelly the architect, Shelly the, I'm one person,
Have you had a chance to, of course, apply one of the designs on paper? I mean, that is being used as we speak. We talk about music. I'm going.
Yeah. I mean,
not in Dominica just yet.
Yeah, I have done residential work in Dominica, but nothing on a commercial scale. And small projects in Dominica, and I did a lot of work in the US.
A lot of work in the US. Yeah. So you have some samples that you can maybe show.
Yeah. We have a portfolio of work. Yeah.
A portfolio of work.
Yeah.
Have you been called upon in Dominica to do anything? Not yet.
Yeah. Some small, as I say, it's just small stuff.
Nothing big yet.
Yeah, nothing big. Honestly, I want to work on the Iraq House of Culture. So anyway, I think that one is less about a job. I think that one is about a vision. That this should be the best sounding space in Dominica.
Have you been approached?
Not yet.
Not yet.
But have you approached?
I haven't approached either.
Okay.
Somebody has to make the first step.
I'm going to tell you, you're going to get the job.
Well, Frank is a little more confident than you are, but you have a vision for the hierarchy of culture.
I mean, in an abstract way, like I feel like it needs to be a very flexible and very sweet sounding space, and we need that space for the performing arts in Dominica. The dance groups and the music groups and the classical musicians and all of that. We need that space. Space is very important. It's not just inhabiting any room and saying that you play in music. The room and the acoustics has a lot to do with what you get out of an instrument, and
So that's your vision there for the hierarchy of culture.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that the major players are listening and will give you a chance on the hierarchy of culture, so we can say, I'm being told that it may be named after Alwyn Bully. I have not gotten the exact word. So
yeah, I've heard that.
Oh, you've heard that as well. So that would be dynamic.
Prominent cultural icon, and I assume that's Alwyn Bully. That's what
I haven't think of anybody yet. Just yet. But let's go back to the music, Shelly. Some of the songs I said, but how does this guy come down to all the lyrics?
Yes.
And so deep.
And
take us in that journey there, Shelly. That journey begins where? Just with a thought?
The journey begins with life. First of all, the music comes from so many outlets. Sometimes it's my personal experiences. Sometimes it's just something that I see, something that a friend experiences. And that spark is not just in seeing it or experiencing it or watching the TV. The spark is when I feel like this can turn into something that other people can relate to. And I promise myself to never sing on a topic that only one person or two people can feel.
Mm-hmm.
It has to be something that
universal.
It has to be universal. It has to be translated to the masses, to the majority. So anytime I feel something, or anytime I hear or see something, I have to feel it. And if I feel it, then I know that there are other people out there that can feel it. And
so you take a note, you write it down.
Take a note. I have notepads in my phone, just song ideas, and I just hear something, or if I just feel something that might be used years down the line. And sometimes it doesn't happen right away. It's years down the line, I revisit, or I get that inspiration again. And
so you might have an idea, and then maybe a couple of weeks later you get another idea and just put it together.
Ideas just racking up on each other. Ideas always happening. Every day I have ideas for songs.
I believe you.
I get my best thoughts if I'm sitting in the bathroom. I don't know why.
Where do you get your best ideas?
Simplest.
Yeah. All three of us.
Yeah, man. Or the toilet, but I can do easy 45 minutes inside there and just thinking and getting ideas, even
why does it that space is a creative space.
Very creative.
You have time alone in that, and nobody disturbs you.
Yeah, nobody disturbs you. It's a very not so many distractions in the space. Like you're not looking at paintings on the wall. I mean, some bathrooms are painting, yes, but it's just very limited distractions in that.
Let's take a phone call. Somebody's on the telephone. Are you there, caller?
I say love, life, light, healing, joy, gratitude, sacrifice, courage, and sacrifice.
Yes.
Shelly, if you have an umbrella, put it down. If you have a raincoat, put it down. We come to shower you with praise.
Yes.
But remember, a couple of years he came there, I think he maybe had two other members of the band or one with him.
Maybe Walex, yes.
And I showered him with praise. I want all perverts to pack their how I would say it, imaginative ideas. My brethren, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. And thank you for giving me some hope. Because after Graham Marx and Exile One and all the other great bands and them, I say, well, Dominica music finish. Because all I was here in Matt playing is nasty business. Matthew playing nasty music there. My brethren, I want to ask you a question. How much in parallel designing and composing runs? Because your creative mind, based on the lyrical content, I know you might not be the only composer, but it seems like based on your academic achievement, you may be playing a key role in composing these brilliant songs I'm hearing from. Why is it the Signature Band or the Signal Band?
The Signal Band.
Maybe you don't think Signal stands for signature because you're dealing with a very brilliant mind. I am asking how when you mix up designing and composing, do you think you have an edge based on your designer and then add it in composing because you're brilliant and praise Jah for Signal Band, more life, more love, more blessings, more glory, more prosperity, more creativity, more wisdom, and all that only required to make it through the physical journey. Thanks to you and Signal Band. Blessings, Bram. Listening.
All right, the question asked to you.
Yeah, man. Thanks for all the blessings. First of all, I think the call is as brilliant as I am because they already understand where we're heading with that. I often actually say that I don't feel like I compose the music. I feel like I design the music. So
I like that.
Yeah,
I like that.
I feel like the music is designed.
Like that.
I even, Wadis can tell you what it's like when I call myself that. I call myself the musical designer sometimes. So I think it's something that's very unique to me. I don't think anybody else has that sort of combination. And I always try to make sure that I take advantage of that. I don't want to leave down that element of education in the music. I think it's important.
Another telephone call. Are you there? Yes? I want to interact.
Yes, my brother, I'm there, I'm listening. So right now I want to congratulate the young man for being on Q95. My brother, you know me so well, but I think I will, man. You need to go back in with the music on top of it. But you are the best. You understand? You know the best. The way that you put your songs together, it hasn't got no kind of a thing, nasty kind of a thing, but it's just a market that you're creating for the young generation, and you are portrayed to the others that should be coming. So Signal Band is taking their time, but Signal is on the Signal corner out of the world already, because Dominicans don't know music. I can tell you, Dominicans don't know music. When you want to listen to Bruno, my brother, every living word that comes from your mouth, and I want to congratulate you again. You know why? I saw a little video with you acting, yes, baby. And my brother, your face, the expression in that, you need to market that also. Make some little things like that also. You're very talented. You need to go to the schools to teach music because Mr. Christian is not there again. You have a little size like Mr. Christian. And the brain that you have, you can take the children to another avenue instead of going.
All right, caller. Thank you very much. A lot of callers calls are coming in at this time. But somebody says here, and I want to agree. It would be a shame not to have this guy work on the oracles of culture to get the acoustic up international standards. This is what it means to have your human resources play a part in development of your own country. Somebody's, of course,
brilliant.
Agrees. He should play a part in the oracles of culture.
Absolutely.
Have you been asked, I'm sure in many interview, what is your favorite song from the Signal Band?
Yeah, I've been asked many times, and it's a hard one. Yeah, it's a hard one because I usually say that I see my songs as my children.
Oh,
and we know where we are going with that. I don't have any kids, as yet, but I see
you plan to have some?
Oh yeah, man,
a lot.
Not many.
3, 4.
I'm not sure the number yet.
Okay.
The thing is, the good and the bad thing is I cannot make them by myself, so I have to discuss that with
the other half.
I think you better do that early.
Yeah, man. So
your favorite song?
Yeah, I honestly see the songs as children. I don't feel like there's necessarily a favorite. I will say that when I perform, there are songs that mean a bit more to me. And one example is "I'll Be There for You." That song, when I perform it, I don't know, I feel a different type of way. And I don't know if it's the crowd, because that's one of maybe our top songs that people react to. Really, it's all hands in the air when you play that song. But "I'll Be There for You" definitely is up there.
I can tell you one of my favorite songs is this one there. This one there.
Let we take a pause from the sea, a pause from the rum. Let we take a pause for the ones who are gone. Souls in the sky and bodies in the ground. You know, after that, I can take another one. So, since you've been gone, things are not the same, but I still pushing on. Just cause I know you're still looking down on me. Yeah, go take up all your phone and put a light up. Point it to the angels right up. Maybe one day we go sight off, but I know you're in a better place.
Everybody can associate it.
Yeah.
Everybody can associate.
Everybody experienced loss at one point in their life, you know.
What is the story behind that loss?
Well, that one for me was my father. You know, I lost my father in 2019, and you know, that was a major loss for me.
You were very close to him?
Very close. And before that, I actually got to the hospital about 4 hours before he passed. In Miami.
Oh.
And but you know, the relationship, I still keep that motivation because of the relationship we had, and you know, the conversations we had before his last days. And but before that, I didn't experience a loss as great as that. You know, I never lost someone that was so close to me before my father. And I haven't recovered from that. You know,
Really?
It's still,
after how many years?
Yeah, it still comes through in the music, and that's how I know that I haven't recovered from it.
Man never know the hour, man never know the day.
Call, are you there? No, sorry about that.
So take up all your phone and put a light up. Point it to the angels right up. Maybe one day we go sight up.
On the telephone, just we can encourage a few calls, interactions. Are you there, caller? Yeah.
Yes, I'm there.
Yes.
And to tell Shelly, congratulations. And I love the calendar. Labour say do something, workers say do nothing. I love that song. The boy goody, pattern.
It's a mashup.
Congratulations. Hi, boy.
Thank you.
Good work. And all you are the best band to follow. Especially Illumination, I do not miss that.
Cannot miss that.
God, I love that.
Shock them.
Yeah. Shock them.
All right. Hello on the telephone. Are you there? Yes.
Good afternoon, Matt.
Good afternoon to you.
Yeah, and Shelly and Franklin. Well, Matt, I don't know the guy, right? But in terms of the music, I must say that I'm very disappointed, and I say it all the time. And I know in radio for a number of years, you know, and the bouillon, especially the bouillon. I'm very disappointed with those that came well after the original WCK, and that's the only band for me since I've been listening to this bouillon, this what they call it, this new bouillon, right? That has really anything like WCK, and he sounds like Ra, because you know Ra was a technician and called the lyrics, and I find that's why I was very disappointed, because this chant thing to me doesn't make sense. It either shows that the guys are very weak when it comes to lyrics. I mean, lyrically, when you get bouillon music, and when you look at the original bouillon songs, right? I mean, of WCK, you know, and Don't Call Me the Country, Balance Party. Those songs had a message, and you could sing along and enjoy the music, right? The new bouillon that came after that this chant, I couldn't understand. Up to today, I'm trying to understand why these guys they put some good lyrics with this rhythm. And I think this band, the Signal Band, is very, it brings back the memories of WCK. I don't want to call them WCK, but in terms of lyrics, I think that's what makes the music, you know, palatable. People enjoy it, you know, and I must call the coolest. Like, when we talk about their favorite song, I think mine, for me, the Math Not Muffin. I don't know, that song is just...
The math is not muffin.
It's not nothing, yeah, and I use that, the math, you believe I use that daily in conversations, and so when things...
Not making sense.
Like, it doesn't make sense, you know, the Math Not Muffin. You're getting a nothing, because when you look at the situation and say, boy, what happened there? It has to be a nothing or nothing. So congratulations to the young man, and keep it up.
All right, thank you very much. Another phone call coming in here. It's 2:47 in the afternoon. Hello, yes?
Yeah, Matt, just quickly, Matt, can you get a picture of Shelly and send to me? Matt, I don't know Shelly. I may be seeing Shelly. I just want to touch Shelly when I meet him and give him a hug. But Matt, at the same time, can you let Shelly, there is a song you're talking of, I'll do anything your wife asks or your girlfriend, I will do. That's the song.
Yeah, yes, baby. Yes, baby.
Yes, baby. That's the song, Matt. Yes, baby.
I'm taking a picture of Shelly for you so you can see for yourself. Okay, are you there, Blessing?
Yeah, please.
Blessings.
Please.
All right. Hey, I just sent it to you. Okay, I just sent it to you. Thank you very much. And this one, I think you want to hear at this time. Let's.
Yes, baby. Yes, baby. If you tell me clean the home, yes, baby. If you tell me wash my mouth, yes, baby. If you say I cannot go, yes, baby. I will never, I'll never tell you no, yes, baby. Everything you say is yes, baby. When I go to work, she lie down on the settee. When I come home, I give her all the money. Yes, baby. You don't need to stress.
What's the story behind that song? According to you, every song has a story. What's the story behind this one?
Well, the first thing is not my story.
Oh, not your history either.
Yo, that one, I always say that one is not based on a true story. I think, everything in life needs balance.
Right.
But I have seen women and can say I've encountered women that literally want a yes man.
A yes man, yes. Yeah, everything they say is yes.
Everything they say is yes. They want that man that they can control. And also, I mean, on the other end, there are some women that literally screw up their face when they hear this song, because and I was surprised to see that.
I like that.
Yeah, some of them say like, no, I don't want no yes man. That a yes man is a soft man, I want a man that can command and put some authority in the household. But again, that also means that they're trying to say, they want to choose when that man say yes and when he say no too, They want the balance, but they want to be in control of when it's yes and when it's no.
Real story.
Yeah, right, easy.
Yes, baby. Yes, baby. If you say I cannot go, yes, baby.
Yes, K. Stevens, I know you love this one too. Are you a yes, baby too?
Yes, baby.
Hey, CS is locked in now. Well, I tell you, we don't have any much time, but the phone calls are coming in there. Hello, talk to me, yes?
Mark, afternoon.
Good afternoon to you.
Tell Shelly I say my favorite song is Yes, Baby. And when you say I hear that song, it's all elderly people.
It's
yes,
true?
Baby.
It's true?
What? Yes, baby.
Yes, baby.
Yes, man. If you want to tell me.
Hello, talk to me on the telephone. Are you there? Hello?
Good afternoon, Mark.
Good afternoon to you.
And good afternoon to Shelly and Franklin.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
I just want to tell Shelly congratulations on his achievements with all his songs and signal back. And God continue to shower his blessings on Shelly, man. And that's good truth, Shelly. Bye-bye.
Good truth. All right. Thank you. On the telephone, I don't think we have enough time for the afternoon there. We have 9 more minutes. Hello, talk to me, yes?
Hello, good afternoon. Yes, baby.
Yes, baby.
Let me tell you that, Shelly and the Signal Band, you rock. You're the best thing that ever happened to Dominica.
All right. Thank you.
After WCK, you're the best thing.
All right.
Your music is clean. You can play your music anywhere. You can sing along and don't be afraid that the children are there. It's just clean and nice and professional. And as Shelly said, your music is supposed to be coming from your heart. Your music is what you are. And that's it.
All right. Thank you. Tell me, Shelly, do you support, the genre that we hear these days is nasty music? What's your thoughts on that quickly?
Support is not the word. I respect
every artist.
I respect every artist because it's art either way. They choose that kind of art, and
but you're not choosing to go that road.
That is not the art I choose. I feel like that art and I hope they understand that art really limits their reach, and it might broaden their reach in certain markets. The music industry is very complex, but it limits their reach in the sense that we're talking about different demographics and ages might not be welcome to listen to the music and all of that. And that's not the style I personally, want to really develop for myself and Signal Band. Our style is a sort of rated E for everyone style. We want the baby, to the middle age, the teenager, and to the elderly, just grown folks to be able to enjoy the music. And that is what we see right now in Signal Band.
And that will not change.
That will not change. And people see the numbers and they wonder where Signal Band get all that people. But it's not. It's just because we can pinpoint, we can see 9-year-olds in the band. You can see 15-year-olds, 25-year-olds, you can see 70-year-olds in the band. And that will not change because that is what made us who we are. And that's what makes us who we are. And the same way for the Nasty Business artists, that is what makes them who they are. At the end of the day, once they understand the limitations of their music, because there are definitely limitations, the radio play, the songs have to change. Some of the songs have to change. I've never had to create a clean version of a song. And there are artists that literally, when they release a song, they have to do 4 versions. The radio version, the club version, because, it's different. I've never had to do that. The song that I finish is the song that goes up.
Making a lot of sense. I heard this one outside of KFC, last week, Franklin, and you immediately fell in love with that one, Franklin.
Yeah, listen, play that from the beginning. Don't stop, because I saw it. Remember, I heard you. Yeah. And so what you're getting is the young lady. The young lady I met by KFC doing the thing, the Red Sin girl. Listen, I came down to tell her she's going to become the next master of mistress of ceremony because she has the energy. Man. So you know how to contact her, right?
Yeah.
All right, win business.
Yeah, man.
All right. So the music now. One from the DJ.
This one for Franklin. You love this one, Franklin. You love this one.
Yeah, you don't know. This one is based on a true story.
There's a story behind this one too, Franklin.
Ladies around the world, especially the sexy Spanish ladies. Yo, I was in a little hole in the country. Sexy ladies whining on the dance floor.
Good afternoon to Vaco, your favorite band.
She looked a little mixed. Or maybe my eyes was playing tricks. She must be Spanish, so I start to practice. Hola, señorita, bienvenida a Dominica. Look in her eyes, so that she start to.
I'm not a Bouillon fan, but Signal Band is exceptional.
Rush. And I say, señorita, you take her high. She looked a little confused, so I bring the girl up right away.
I wish you could play every song, but we don't have time. Let's take a few phone calls before we wrap it up. Hello, talk to me, yes?
Hello, good afternoon, Matt.
Yes.
Shelly.
Matt,
I want to congratulate Shelly on his achievement as a young man.
Mm.
Right? I love his songs. I'm a senior. I always like to say I'm a senior citizen.
You're a senior citizen, okay.
Yes. I love the words of the song. You know, it's decent. And another thing I want to say, he has to dig up his mom in the Ambrose. I work with her in the Ministry of Education.
Okay.
And she always used to talk about Shelly, Shelly, Shelly. Everything Shelly, Shelly. You understand? So I also want to congratulate his mom, Edith Ambrose. She worked with me in the Ministry of Education. Keep it going, Shelly. You're there, okay? All the best.
Thank you very much.
And remember, keep God first, right? No matter what, put him first.
Sure. Thank you.
So what's the story behind this one, though? What's the story behind this one? You said there's always a story behind that one. Tell me that story.
Take your time.
Yeah,
take your time.
I mean, the story, at the start of the song, I said this one is a true story.
Yes.
I mean, the truth in that one is really that my body has a language.
Okay.
And sometimes when it's difficult to speak in every language, but you can act out every language, and every action means the same thing in every language. And I've been around the world. I've met women of different cultures, and sometimes I don't need to be able to say the hola, yo te amo or whatever. I can do the action.
I understand you perfectly, bro. They say music is an international language. You know?
Oh, indeed.
Yes.
What I want you to go, get a girl and a guy. What I want you to go.
On the telephone, hello, wow. Running out of time.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon to your big band boy, Annette, yes.
Good afternoon to the boy, Shelly.
Yes, Annette, what's going on?
Annette, the original Annette. I'm just saying congratulations to you, young man.
Thank you.
And continue whatever you have to do, okay?
Yep, thank you.
Picking up the rest of the boys, Darren, Daniel,
Always.
Dylan, Liam, and so on. Have a good day, my boy.
Blessings, always. Bye-bye.
You know, your music has taken you all around the world, Shelly, huh?
Yeah, I thank God for that. Thank God for that the music has resonated with people outside of Dominica, and Signal Band has had some really good touring years. Even 2025 is looking very, very busy for us.
Very busy.
Yeah, very busy for us. So, we're thankful for that.
All right, another phone call. It's 2 more minutes. Hello, are you there? Wow. We can't connect with everybody. Hello, are you there, caller? Yes?
The math not matching.
The math not matching. That's what you want?
That song.
The math not matching.
Good.
Is that?
Calendar on to the calendar.
Or the calendar you want? You're going to be confused now. Okay, the calendar.
Labor say do something. Workers say do nothing. I love that.
Oh, you get what you want, huh? Yes.
Before we leave here, you won't believe it, that he had 11 calls, female for female calls. And for the men, 3 men alone called.
Yes.
And 11 women called.
Are you surprised, Frank?
Yeah, and Blessings called twice.
More info coming back. More info coming back. More info coming back.
How long did it take you to write this one?
This one, it was about a week, but it was tough. I wouldn't lie. It was a tough one. It was a good challenge.
You had to get all the stories.
Yeah, you had to get all the stories, and big up to the team. The band, they were really helpful in, these guys were on the internet and searching the internet by month. And a lesson was learned there. We right now, we're taking notes as the year go around. We're not trying to do the homework in class.
All right. So we might get a second one there, second edition.
Well, that's the second one actually. The first one was a bit more concise. And when we launched that first one last year, we realized that the people were really loving that concept.
Okay.
So this year we went really more in depth.
A news in review there.
Yeah, man, people love that.
All right.
Did you write a calypso for somebody?
Shanice, yeah.
I want to make sure.
There's
something there? Don't touch it.
Yeah, man.
What?
Shanice.
Past 2 years, and Shanice's new song will be out on Friday for this year.
Oh, that's the question.
Written by me as well. Yeah.
You're going to write hers.
Yeah.
But this woman is this song is for this woman's voice. And oh my goodness. And
so you're the writer for the new song of Shanice.
Yeah. I bought 2 rosaries. One English, one male, and one female.
Let's see if we can take another phone call before we wrap it up here in the afternoon. Hello, Shelly from the Signal Band. Are you there?
Hi.
Yes. Hello. Yes.
Hi, good afternoon, Matt.
Good afternoon to you. Yes.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Okay, so I just want to say, Shelly, that I'm super, super proud of you and what you're doing. And we are looking forward to seeing you in Granby at the Carnival opening.
All right. Granby at the Carnival opening.
Yeah, man, we'll be there for sure.
All right.
Right.
If God is good.
12 calls.
Hello, talk to me. Yes. Are you there?
As long as I can.
Finally.
Blue.
Yes, sir. I'd just like to congratulate Shelly looking at that young man at the early age in the final in the Calypso Arena match. Little skinny, little boy. Now he has grown into a handsome young man. I watched him at his friend's mother's funeral. And I say, wow, look how that kid has grown so handsome and nice. He's so cute. My boy, keep up the good work you're doing. You have started at my age, I'm a senior citizen, and I can jam to your rhythm. When that rhythm going down, I can chip to it. Not something nobody going to throw you down or break your bone or do anything to your hand in the air and your leg in the air.
You can practice safely.
No dirty things. We moving nice and cool. Thank you, my boy. May God continue.
All and sexy.
Yeah.
All and sexy. May God continue to bless, guide, and protect you and keep doing the good work. Don't go down the nasty rhythm road. We like it like that. We chip into it.
After man. Blessings.
I was caller number 14.
Let's see another phone call. Yes, we're gonna be dropping joining our friends from Flow in a minute. Hello, yes.
forward.
Yes,
I just want to tell my boys, take care, wish you all the best. Guidance, my brother, reach and reach for the star and never give up. Don't look back, my brother. Go straight ahead. Congratulations, and I wish you all the best. And this is for you and the others in the radio station. Boom, 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 boom.
A boom for Shelly, boy.
Thanks, man.
I think we have a monitoring and we have 2 minutes. Hello, yes, are you there? Shelly, I told you we have to spend a lot more time the next time you come back here. Okay, hello, talk to me, yes?
Shelly's our bird for Maho opening every year.
All right.
And he's making good songs for Shanice Langford. Tell him keep on doing the good work for Shanice.
All right, thank you. Hello, yes? Oh, boy.
Hey, Mark.
Yes, I.
There's Moff.
Yes, Moff.
Okay. I just want to big up Shelly. Shelly is a boy that goes to school with my boys, and then SMP. You know me, my voice now, but if you see me, I since that time I never follow no other band than Signal Band. They follow Shelly.
All right, John.
The only way call it so, yeah.
All right, Shelly, we have to go because we have to join the flow.
Yeah, man.
But next time you come, we'll spend a little more time.
Spend more time for sure, man. Thank you a lot for having me here. Big up all the listeners and big up the team. Big up the team. I represent the image, but I don't do this by myself. So big up the entire Signal Band crew and big up all the companies and stuff that support us and we work with. Big up the Prevost Cinema, big up KFC, big up Digicel, big up Josephine Gabriel and Company Limited, and
all the sponsors.
Big up Jolly's Pharmacy. Like that's our family. They were spawn family, and we keep it tight, and it's all love. So thanks a lot.
Lots of love back to you, and you buy your love. All right, just an announcement there for my listeners, my many listeners. I'll be all for a couple of days, okay? So I won't be in tomorrow and for the next few days. So Dominica, hold tight until I'm back. Thank you very much.
If music don't work, I will be a fisherman. Cause in one day, I'll make 45 grand. August was a series with 1 more episode. Big up Fear for winning gold. Big up Rich. Big up Essa. Big up Brianna under the umbrella. Big up Zepe. What's the best day? I don't have tiles by the shelf. Say it again. What's going on here? What's going on here? What's going on here? What's going on here? Martin boy in the comment box. In the comment box. Martin boy in the comment box. Check in the comment box. Martin boy in the comment box. Check down in the comment box. Martin boy in the comment box. Check in the comment box. Yeah. What's going on in the music industry? In September it was MJ and Taffy. I heard DJ MJ hit Taffy a lash. Yes, Taffy day he not left in that back. Taffy go live, followed by Candy. When they got friends, was that business or robbery? You put your hand on me,